Hey there, I'm Bruce Wayne. This is Gaming for Mental Health. I got some gummy worms. We're back with my favorite five-headed girl, Indika. Alright, I was disappointed in my man. Like, 32 days to fully break down. Maybe less. I don't know how drunk you are right now. Damn, that was in the cutscene? My man,
Where's the
you need to get some
cadets?
sun.
Never heard of it.
Someone just exchanged it for a trumpet. A man with one arm?
Come on, my man.
Oh, you are extremely lucky. This is exactly what you're looking for. An amazing artifact of unspeakable wondrous power. Just 25 rubles.
You gave it to him
What
for
do you mean,
5.
25? You got it for 5.
20 for everything. Hey, whoa,
One second, I just need to have a look.
You can look, but don't touch.
You gotta touch it first.
What did you sell me, you scumbag?
Oh, damn. Hold on.
My man, you and your pawn shop.
Puking it or something?
Take the cadets. Wait,
Get your ass out of
what the
here.
fuck's going on?
Get off me.
Indika, show me that chin. Fuck that shit. Square it up. Open the cadets. Do you see yourself as evil, Indika? You're not evil. You're good. What's supposed to happen now? I kiss the cadets. Okay, I'm doing it again 3 times, right? 3 times the charm? It's not taking away the evil, right? What am I supposed to do? Cadets that shit again. Do some prayers. Do some hand signs. Got 30 points back. I had like 18,000 something. Get it. Get it, girl. We got more than that. We're in the 7,000s, I think. You know, the cadets in the world. Max that out. What's it gonna be maxed out? 9? Get some extra cadets. Oh, we can get 10? Alright. Shame or guilt? Oh, my nephew. I gotta wait. What time is it? I'll get him in a second. I think the last one we had was Shame 1. Repentance. Regret. Repentance. Grief. Humility. 2. Guilt. Shame. Repentance. Humility. Grief. Humility. Guilt. Let's go with regret. Humility. We're gonna be hella humble as fuck. Is this the same thing over and over? We're gonna go with a little bit of guilt. Repentance. Humility. I thought you told me the points don't matter. What am I doing? Oh, 20, blaze it. What's the point? What's the point to all this? Yeah, I'm leaving. Just need to shake it a few times, you know, just in case. So why am I demons? There's nothing in there. But I'm back. All that matters. It's your inner. You're gonna have a spiritual experience, lady. Mm-hmm. You walking? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? It's like I have no controls over anything. It's Russian Borgia over there. What are you thinking about thieving? Wait, that's it? Nah. I call shenanigans. Ain't no way that's Indika. I mean, it's poignant. I mean, if you want to go into like a small psychoanalysis of it, at some point, you have to understand that she was having some sort of, she took the images of evil from her known sect of Christianity and applied them to her image to the point where she started to have clear hallucinations. You know, that's what we're seeing. From a deeper psychological level, I would say shame, trauma, and guilt can shape a person and their perception of themselves. Especially when you are born into systems that are not controlled by you, religious systems, you know. From that, I speak from experience because when I grew up, my mom was heavily religious to the point where once I separated myself, you know, like late teens, early 20s, not attending religion, and even to an extent, even though for years I was already like the kid that nobody talked to at church, you know, like it's like I asked questions. Ain't the way the dinosaurs, only 6,000 years old. Come on, you know. But more than anything, it started because I started having weird lucid dreams, which are thanks to complex PTSD apparently, not spirituality. That being said, I understood that whole idea of you feeling or wanting to do certain stuff that is not allowed, and nobody tells you why. You know, like nobody wants to get into. It's in a book somewhere. Well, then who the fuck wrote that book? Can I talk to that motherfucker? Does he have a manager? What the fuck's going on? You know. That being said, it's the shame she feels. Because let's look at what happened to the priest, okay? In all honesty, I don't blame her for what happened to the priest. Hell, I argue that that dude jailed her without any misconduct because he probably does this all the time. He abuses women. That's his whole gig. That's his little scam charade as a soldier. That being said, her thought process was like, I killed them. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. But she still felt responsible. Meanwhile, this other dude is out like, oh, God doesn't believe in me. Might as well get drunk. And that's a spitting in the face. Like like the same event happened. Because she's a woman and she got preyed upon. Oh, there's so much. Oh, like I can understand her psychology after understanding what happened with the other dude. Imagine if every like the interactions you have had with the other sex have ended in you getting basically sexually assaulted, jailed, excommunicated, or your dad chopped them off with a freaking like sawed-off shotgun, and then you ended up like, oh. Because in all honesty, the previous one, she didn't want to rob her dad. Had that motherfucker presented that shit differently, he wasn't over there thieving, trying to rob Indika's like folks, right? The store. Different events could have unfolded. Situations out of our control. Like to an extent, hell no. But to send her to like what? Oh, that girl needed therapy. That girl needed therapy, a hug, and a hot bowl of ramen. That's what that lady needed, Indika. And yet she still had a cheer about her. I come from the school of psychological thought of Carl Jung. Even though, you know, I've studied and went through the whole, because this is not that type of channel. But I still deeply believe if you ever can read Carl Jung, the Red Book, integration of your shadow self, aka the parts of you that you do not like yourself. And I mean true integration, true exploration and integration. It's one of the greatest joys you can have as a human being, if you can even get to that level of awareness. That's why I always tell people, you know, like, you gotta forgive everybody. That's some high level healing. Not everything is for everybody. You don't force it. And even if you look at it from the more spiritual practices, like the yoga, the tantric, forcing a kundalini awakening, which is what many would call the start, like with the opening gate of entering into your shadow self. Oh, the black hole sun and the masons, they're always so freaking. But it really is like an introduction to that level of thought. Forcing a kundalini awakening can be dangerous. Such a thing as kundalini syndrome, which is not like DSM-5. But if you look at spiritual and holistic therapists, they'll talk about stuff like that, where they're like, you can go into spiritual psychosis if you're not ready. Because basically, and I kind of comprehend the idea because of this beautiful book, which I always have around, told you motherfucker. The Body Keeps Score. So the Body Keeps Score is this idea that within our bodies we trap certain emotions and they can be manifested. So not all pain is just imaginary. And this goes into trauma and complex PTSD. So under that train of thought, the way it's been explained to me by the people that practice this for therapeutic release, and don't y'all be laughing because I've seen that before. All right, I come from substance abuse. I know about that therapeutic release. No, but I mean, like proper therapeutic, like Kundalini yoga practice and everything, is basically as you open and relax those deep tensions in your both your muscles, your fascia, in your bones, and you align, that sense of safeness and freedom signals something in your brain that allows certain traumas to be released. And I'm like, that kind of makes sense. If something in your brain can twist your body, untwisting that for a minute might tickle that area of your brain, right? That's the way I kind of like converge it. And I'm like, okay, I can see it. So that being said, if you do get to those levels, find somebody that can help you. Do not do it by drugs. Do not force it through alcohol. Do not force it through sex. And above all else, just stay safe. Because honestly, there are practices I've seen personally that are out there. But I've also seen the results of people coming back just being like, I have a deeper... There's something about throwing your guts out in the woods and thinking you're gonna die that makes you more humble. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you for joining me for Indika. I don't even know how I'm gonna interlace this game because I made so much fun of you, and at the end, damn it. Indika, you broke my heart. In a way where I'm like, damn it. I understand your kindness. The most broken people are usually the most kind because they understand what being broken is. I hope you have a great day. Peace and bacon grease. Grease. I still don't have an echo machine. I'm broke.